Hi, friends. Being a working mom is not easy. The journey is full of multitasking, self doubt, doing things that you have ever thought is humanly possible. But guess what? That's the most rewarding, the most satisfying thing that you can ever do because you're providing for your family, you're setting an example for your children, you're impacting lives outside, you're inspiring the world outside. I have complete respect, my utmost respect for all working mothers. Not that I don't respect or have less respect for the ones who are not working, for the women who are not working. It's just that working mothers have a different set of challenges altogether because they have to maintain a balance on equilibrium between work and home and children. And I have seen most women suffer with guilt of not being able to spend quality time with their children and their family and do something for themselves as well. So I'm going to share with you my own experience. I was a mother at the age of 21. And ever since I've been working, I've been working from the age of 18 rather, but ever since I was a mother with my first daughter and my son as well now, I have always been working. And that, trust me, has been the most rewarding journey because that has made me a better individual, a better version of myself than what I was. So I'm going to share with you some tips that I have myself used in my life over these years to manage an equilibrium between my work, my children, my family, and time for my own self as well. So I'm going to share with you 8 tips on how you can have a well managed life for yourself along with spending quality time with your children. Go ahead and look at the entire video, take notes, and I'm sure you'll adapt at least one, if not all, in your life right from today itself, because that's a word coming from a direct mother for you. Okay. And you know the drill. Before we go ahead, click on the subscribe button so that you can access all my videos right in the beginning. So let's get started. What are the 8 tips that I would want to share with you all working mothers so that you can spend good quality time with your children? The first one is make a schedule. Learn to have a to-do list or a scheduler with you every single day. If you don't like to use a notepad or a pen, you have a lot of online scheduling tools as well. So you can make your daily schedule, you can make your weekly schedule, and you can put all those time slots there: time for work, time for children, time for sleep, time for your own time for family, whatever, but make a schedule, because when you start to make a schedule, you have control of your own time. You're not running like a headless chicken trying to figure out, trying to do things for others. You are in control of your time. You have boundaries for yourself. So when you have a schedule in place and you know that from 7 o'clock in the morning to 9 o'clock in the morning, you're just available for your children and not anyone else, you will not take that boss's call. When you know that from 9 o'clock in the night to 12 o'clock in the night, you're only going to listen to, your children, or make them do some homework or something like that. You're not going to do any other errands of the house or do any other house chores in your house. So you have to have a schedule in place. Only then your entire family will start to manage that schedule and work as per that schedule. I have completely been stuck up on scheduler since the beginning of my motherhood, I would say, and I've beautifully managed everything as per the schedule. And now I see that even my children are doing that as well. They also have a schedule, a pattern of things, and they don't deviate from that schedule at all. So maintain a schedule. The next one is set priorities. Just like you set priorities and urgent and important things at your workplace, set priorities for your family life as well. Make sure that you prioritize for your family. Make sure that you arrange or schedule maybe a dinner date with your husband, or maybe a play date with your children sometime during the week, or maybe 1 hour dedicated to spend time in the evening to understand how their day has been, or things like that. So when you have priorities for yourself, when you in your schedule, when you prioritize those times of the day or those times of the week, it's non-negotiable. It's like you're setting your own boundary. You're telling everyone else, be it your family members or people outside your family or at your workplace, that this time is allocated of my life to this particular task only, to my family, to my children only, and not anyone else. The third point is, when you have a scheduler and when you have prioritized your line items for that particular day, for that particular week, make sure that you communicate the same to everyone, especially your employer, especially your boss. Now, a lot of women get worked up or they get really stressed because the boss is not understanding their problem, right? I mean, especially if you have a opposite gender boss. For example, if you have a male boss, and if you are someone who's saying that, I work only this and this time, it becomes a little difficult for the male boss to understand because their expectation out of you is completely different. So it's very important to set that boundary and communicate that boundary to the employer in the very beginning. Now, you may say that I'm already working in the organization, Swati, for 1 year. How can I go ahead now and tell my boss? It's okay. It's never too late to start a new rule and to work on that. You can always go back to your boss and say, you know what, I've been having a tough time at home. I've been having a tough time with my children. I have not been able to give time to my children and my family. I have now decided for myself that these are going to be my set rules. And within this time to this time only, I'll be working. Post that, please allow me to have some good quality time with my family members. I'm sure he or she would understand. They would respect that you're setting your boundaries and you've communicated that very, very clearly to them. They will respect that and they will adhere to that. The problem is we do not communicate. We assume that the other person should understand us, but if they don't understand in the bargain, please go ahead and communicate it to them as well effectively. The fourth point is learn to delegate responsibilities. Now, I've again, one more thing that I've seen in most women is that they want to do everything by themselves. They want to do it all. They want to be the master of all trades. That is a perfectionism trait which only traps you in and which will only stress you out. If you are a working mother, you have to understand, especially, that you're not a superhuman being. You're not a super mom. You don't have to impress anyone. You don't have to please anyone. You have to be realistic. So try to delegate responsibilities, things which you can delegate, like smaller tasks which you can delegate to your children, to your family members, to your spouse, even to your team members in the office. You don't have to do everything by yourself. So when you have the urgent important tasks chalked out for yourself, the ones which are urgent but not so important and not urgent not important, please delegate them. Learn to delegate them to your people, who can help you. I have started to delegate responsibilities to my children as well. That will enable them, that will empower them to to kind of work by themselves, to become independent. And also it'll lessen my work pressure, it'll lessen my load as well. So learn to delegate responsibilities and don't be a perfectionism mom. Okay. The next point is again similar to the earlier one. When you're trying to be realistic, don't try to do all tasks by yourself. Have a helping hand for yourself. Ask for help. Now, in most households, I've seen that a working mother comes back home and then starts cooking for the entire house. Before she goes for work, she's cooking the entire meal. When she comes back after work, she's cooking the entire meal. She's the one who does the laundry, she's the one who does the dishes, she's the one who's cleaning, cooking, everything together. So you don't have to be a super mom. There are house helps available. There are helps available outside the house as well. You have to just make sure that you invest in that, because your time is money. Remember that. When you are able to spend time with your children, you're able to spend more quality time with your children. You'll be able to have a better life as well for yourself and for your children. And you're earning for that only, right? You don't have to exhaust yourself completely. You're going to tire yourself if you're doing every task by yourself. So ask for help and make sure that you get that help. If you're a working mother, please do not get yourself to do everything. The next one is make some time for yourself as well. Have some me time as well. While you're taking care of your family, your children, your spouse, your in-laws, and your at your workplace as well, you need to also take care of yourself, because remember, you cannot pour out of an empty cup. You have to make sure that your cup is also full, right? So you have to take care of yourself physically, emotionally, spiritually, and psychologically as well. How do you do that? You invest time in your own self as well. Some time of the day, at least half an hour to 1 hour of the day, I strongly recommend every woman to spend time for herself, doing what you like to do, whether it is meditation, whether it's yoga, whether it's exercise, some physical exercise, or even if it is just reading, doing something for yourself. I often hear a lot of my coaching clients come to me and tell me, Swati, I'm so drained because I don't remember the last time I've read a book, or I don't remember the last time I went to the gym, or I don't remember the last time I went out with my friends to have a party. It's very, very essential. These are the elements which will keep the momentum high in your life. These are the things which will really keep you upbeat and have the spark in your relationships, whether it's with your spouse or whether it's with your children. You need to take care of your own happiness as well. So spend some me time on a daily, weekly basis. Chalk out that time in your calendar for yourself as well. Do some extracurricular activities, what you like doing, and you will see a difference in your entire aura. You'll see a difference in your entire relationship strategy as well. As you are spending time for yourself, please ensure that you also keep time or prioritize your spouse as well. Because ultimately, when you have a good relationship with your spouse, your heart is happy. You're going to have a spark in yourself, that energy and that bubbly aura will be presenting in yourself. So it's important to have a good, nice, healthy relationship with your spouse. So make some time out specifically for your spouse as well. Every week, maybe you can plan a dinner date, or maybe go out and for something, for a vacation, for a small vacation with your spouse, or do something that you both enjoy doing. Have a good communication system, because eventually that is going to be your reflection of your relationship that you're spreading out to your children as well, and in your entire family. So ensure that you prioritize a spouse time as well. And last but not the least, let go of the mom guilt. Now, the reason why I say let go of the mom guilt, because I know every single mother must be cursing herself at least once a day, saying that, oh my God, I'm not able to spend time with my children. I'm not a good mom. Well, you're doing all of that, remember, for your children, for your children's future, for your children's happiness. And I'm sure in your wish list, in your vision board, there is going to be the first priority for your children's future only, right? So you're doing all of this for them. So don't carry that guilt along. You're doing everything in your best interest for your children. And with this, but you just need to manage it well so that you can empower them, enable them, also spend time with them, and do a good job at work as well. So let go of that mom guilt. You are a good human being, and you're doing all of this for their betterment only. So, friends, those were the 8 tips on how I manage my work as well as spend quality time with my children and my family, and have good time for myself as well. Like I said in the beginning, I hope this video would benefit you, because I'm sure you're going to apply at least one, if not all, of these techniques for yourself right from today. Let me know in the comment section which of the points you have adapted for yourself and how it has changed your life. I'll be waiting to hear from you. I'll come back next time with some more interesting videos. Till such time, you do take care of yourself. Bye bye.